Hi folks, today you're looking at this beautiful 1955 Bel Air. We're going to be talking about this a little bit today. This was actually a job we finished up about 4 years ago, even though it looks like it just rolled out of the paint booth today. That's one thing about our quality and our jobs we do is that we put a lot of time and effort into building a quality car that hopefully years and years down the road they still look like new, you know, as long as they're taken care of. So. What we got here also is a pedal car. This is the first pedal car we've done. We painted it up to match this car for the owner. We got little decals made for the Bel Air script and for all the emblems and the license plates, and even painted in the taillights and the chrome and the bumpers and the steering wheel and all that. Just all those little details to make it fun and make it look like the real thing. So, enough about this one. We're going to talk about this one for a little bit. This car was brought to us. It had been sitting in a corn crib for the last 20-25 years, so as you can imagine it was in pretty rough shape when we got it, and it took a lot of work to get it to where it is today. So some of the things we did was once we got it stripped, got the paint off, we found out there's a lot of rust going on in the quarter panels and rocker panels. So we actually cut this car straight up here, straight across here, and replaced that whole lower quarter section there. And then we also did both rocker panels and inner and outer rocker panels, floor pans, rear body panels, things like that. Some of the things we do to these cars to make them look new and stay new, you can't see it from there, but there's a clear film we put on, like behind the door handles, around all the edges that are like likely to get chips and things like that. It's just a clear film, you stick it on, you can barely see it, it's almost invisible, and if it ever gets chewed up, you can peel it off and put a new piece on. But it saves people's rings grabbing in here, watches, long fingernails, anything that might scuff the paint. So just a little added protection we like to do. So now that you've seen some of the outside on this side, let's take a look on the inside. Let's finish off with a nice black interior. You'll notice the dash is done two-tone, orange and black with a silver pinstripe. Also, the dome lights work. They did not work when we started on the car, but we put a new wiring harness in. So with that new wiring harness, we got all the electrical problems fixed. We also added 2 speakers in the back deck and 2 speakers on the kick panels. They didn't have any speakers in it when we started on it. So another thing we did recently was paint these seat backs. They were just a dull black before. We painted them black with a silver pinstripe and the orange to carry some of that orange color into the interior of this thing. So another thing we did with this radio we got in here, it's a brand new radio that looks just like an old radio. So there's a cord that runs from the back of the radio into the glove box, and you can throw your cell phone in there, your MP3 player, whatever you want, plug it in, listen to a modern playlist, shut the glove box, and no one even knows. So still looks like a factory radio. People want to go for that factory option. That's a really good way to go there. So we did the door panels, we wrapped them in foam, wrapped them in fabric, and just finished it all off in here. So now that you see the inside, let's take a look under the hood. What you're seeing here is a 327. It's got a Muncie 4-speed. A lot of fun to drive. This car, anytime you're going to Des Moines, going up and down the interstate, the highway, you're always getting waves, thumbs up. Anytime you pull into a gas station, everybody's crowding around, they want to know about this thing. So it's a lot of fun to drive, gets a lot of attention, pretty popular car. The orange and the black color scheme go awesome together, and this just turned out really nice. Another one of the things that we just did while it was in here was add this trim on the bottom of the rocker there, you'll see. That's the new stuff we put on. And another thing we did, if you want to come around to the trunk, we finished off the inside of the trunk with some speckle paint. A lot like what they would have done when this car was brand new. Just a basic option to finish off the trunk. It just looks really nice. You don't have to have a whole lot of money wrapped up into it having a custom trunk. And it still looks good and finished. So. Anyway, now that you're taking a walk around this thing with me, you've seen what we can do. You take a look at this one, take a look at this, so now you know there's no job too big, no job too small. Anything you need, come out and see us. Otherwise, thanks for watching the videos and thanks for following along.